Hello student, how are you? I am Kalpana Joshi and I will teach you statistics. We learn our two lectures. In our first lecture, we learn about the measure of central tendency, its definition and some other details. Now in second lecture we are start our sums. Our first sum is on-grouped data. In on-grouped data we will start the direct method. Today we will learn about a shortcut method. In a shortcut method of on-grouped data. So write in your book shortcut method on-grouped data. And shortcut method. In a shortcut method, the number is not short or a procedure is not short, but the number is short. So the data we will give, we convert the data into a short form. It's called a shortcut method. The sum is not short, but the data we will give it convert into a short form. So it's called a short form or shortcut method in on-group data. We will learn the second example or second illustration in our textbook, page number 70 and illustration number second. In illustration number second, the rainfall in 10 different places of district was recorded as. તમને in this data give rainfall in millimeter in 10 different places in district. You show in this sum the number is a very big. So the observation, we call the observation as a x. The observation is 126, 110, 91, 115, 112, 80, 101, 93, 97 or a 113. It's our data. You look here, the data, the number of the data is a very big. In our last illustration, the number of the data is a small, so we can take the direct method. But in this method or in this sum, you look, the data's number is very big. You use the calculator, so if you try to do this sum with the same method, then you can also do it. The same method is, the total of the number is called as sigma x, and then you can put the number of or the formula of a short method of mean, x bar is equal to sigma x upon n. You can also do the same method, but in this situation we also take the shortcut method. Same method ની અંદરની જે પદ્ધતિ છે, જે રીત છે, એ મેં તમને લાસ્ટ લેક્ચર ની અંદર કીધી. So you can try also in the same method. Last જે lecture માં method આપણે follow કરી, in this same way you can also do this sum. But we also learn about the shortcut method. In shortcut method we should take a d. D is equal to x minus a. X minus a. X is your observation. X is your observation and a is equal to your assumed mean. A is equal to your assumed mean. You can take any number of these as a assumed mean. You can take any number of these as an assumed take. Besides this, you can also take the other number, not in this, but also take the other number of as a assumed mean. I will take here in 100. 100 is a assumed mean. So in every observation, now we will minus 100. Then 126 minus 100, we will take the 126 minus 100, then 26, 110 minus 100 then 10, 91 minus 100 then minus 9, 115 minus 100 then 15, 112 minus 100 then 12, 80 minus 100 then minus 20, 101 minus 100 then plus 1, 93 minus 100 then take minus 7, 97 minus 100 then minus 3, 113 minus 100 then plus 30. Now we will add all these. It's called as sigma D. First of all, we should count all positive letters. All positive letters ne આપણે count કરશું first of all. Then positive letters is 6 and 5, 11, 2, then 13, 1, then 14 and 3, then 17, 1, 2 and 1, 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7. The positive number is 77. Look at again, 3 and 2, 5, 3 and 2, 5 and 1, 6 and 5, then 11 and 9, then 20 and 6, then we will find the 77, 6, 5, 11, 11 and 2 is 13, 13 and 3, then 14, 14 and 3, then 7 and 1, 2 and 1, 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7. 7 is the positive number. Now we will find the minus number. Minus number is 20 plus 9 is equal to 29. 29 then 7, then 36. 36 then 3, then 39. So minus 39. And now we will find the sigma D. Again you look here, plus of first of all we will plus the positive numbers. Positive numbers no plus છે 77, and then we will plus the minus number. Minus number 20 plus 9 then 29, then plus into 7 then 36 and then 3 then 39. Now positives માંથી negatives ને minus કરશું, then 17 માંથી 9 ને minus કરશું, then we will find the 8, and 6 માંથી 3 then 3. So your sigma D is equal to 38. Now we will put the formula. X bar is equal to A plus sigma D upon N. A plus sigma D upon N. It's our shortcut formula. In this we will take 100 as a assumed mean. So we will put as a place of A 100 plus sigma D is equal to 38 and N is equal to the number of the observation 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. Then divided by 10. First of all we do division, not first plus. So we divide it 3.8 and the mean is 103.8. It's your shortcut method. Okay, 103.8. It's your shortcut method. If you will do this type of method, then your sigma x is equal to 1038. Okay, the first method. Our first method is, I will also teach about this. Our first method, the total number is 1038. Then it's in sigma x. The first method is, now in this formula, x bar is equal to sigma x divided by n. Any other your data will be put on, then 1038 divided by 10. Then also find the 103.8. So you can take any method in each and every sum. You can take also a direct method. It's a direct method. Direct x no plus kari, then find the sigma x and divided by total numbers of observation. Then you should also find the 103.8. And it's your shortcut method. In shortcut method you should take the D. D means x minus a. Here a is equal to your assumed mean. Assumed mean you can get any number of these, also taken assumed means. Otherwise inside of this or outside of this you can take any number. Then I will take the 100. In each observation I am minus 100. Then I am find the sigma d. Sigma d is equal to 38. Now put it's your shortcut formula and it's your direct method formula. So here I will teach you that you can take any of the method in this chapter, or you can take any of the method, shortcut method or a direct method. Are you understand? I hope you will understand the shortcut method also. And again I repeat, you also take the direct method in this situation. Now we will start the grouped data. In grouped data I will take observation with a frequency. So I will learn you two illustration in ungrouped data. The first is direct method and the second one is the shortcut method. Now in ungrouped data, and now we will learn about the grouped data. In grouped data you have an observation with a frequency. Okay, then the next our sum is grouped data. I will tell you in group data there are two type of frequency, and in this sum I will take a discrete frequency distribution. Now so in this method there is a two type of method in group data. So first is discrete frequency distribution. Discrete frequency distribution. In discrete frequency distribution the data is x and f. Okay, and then continuous distribution frequency there is an worg, and it's called in class 0 to 10, 10 to 20, 20 to 30, like this. Okay, it's called in class. So here not a class, here the data will give you direct and observation. So your illustration number 3 and page number 71, it's in group data, and in group data there is a discrete frequency distribution. It's called a discrete frequency distribution. Now in discrete frequency distribution there is an x. X is equal to your observation. Observation is 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Okay, how you know that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is an observation and the 4, 8 is your frequency? So જે તમારો question હોય, so you know that the question in the data is always an observation. Now look at your question. Find the mean number of children per family. શેનો mean find કરવાનો છે? Children per family. So children number is your observation and family number is your frequency. You can find it this way. કે x શું છે and f શું છે. So question type is your x. જે question કર્યો છે એ તમારો શું હશે? x હશે, and the other detail is your frequency. Now the frequency is 4, 8, 23, 8, 6 and 3. Here always remember, when the frequency is given then the total number of frequency is your n, not this. Okay, in on-group data the total number of observation is your n, and in on-group data the total number of frequency is your n. Then you should make the total of frequency. 8 and 4 12 and 3 5 and 8 or 12 15 15 and 8, then 23 and 3, then 26 and 2, then 33 3 and 2 and 5, then n is equal to 52. Now in group data for find the mean we will do the fx. Fx means x and f no multiplication. The multiplication of f and x is called an fx. 4 into 0 then 0, 8 into 1 then 8, 23 2 ja 46, 8 3 ja 24, 6 4 ja again 24, and then 5 3 ja 50. Okay, fx means f into x, f and x no multiplication. Now the total number of fx, and then we should do the total of fx. 6 and 4 10, 10 and 4 14, 14 and 8, 22 and 5, 27, 2, 2 and 4, 6, 6 and 2, 8 and 2, 10 and 1, 117. Yes, the 117 is your sigma fx. Now put the formula. X bar is equal to sigma fx upon n. It's also our direct method. Okay, it's also our direct method. In this grouped data we will also take the shortcut method, but this is the direct method. Why should we take the direct method? Because the number of the observation is very small. When the number of the observation is very small, then we should take the direct method. But when the number of the observation is a big, then we should take the shortcut method. So turn x into d, but not in this sum it's necessary. So we'll take the direct method. Fx is equal to 117 division by 52. Now you can get answer 117 divided by 52 in your calculator, and you should get the answer of mean. It's an ungrouped data. So student, we will learn today two type of sum. The first sum is grouped ungrouped data, and in this ungrouped data we will learn about the shortcut method. In shortcut method we will take a d by an assumed mean. And the second sum, in a grouped data, we will learn about discrete frequency distribution. Now, in discrete frequency distribution, we can take the direct method. In our next lecture, we will learn about the discrete frequency distribution in shortcut method. So, then have a nice day, stay home, stay healthy.